Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. We've got April showers are upon us. We had a major front come through, thunder and lightning, heavy winds. We've got murky water conditions today, and it's the day after a cold front. So what that means today, folks, we're gonna jig for walleye, and that means a subtle presentation. That's what it's going to take. You've seen me jig aggressively for walleye, but today, folks, it's all about finesse. And in fact, even the bait I'm running the Flexi-Jig. For those of you who know, that jig flexes down on the hook set, changes the angle of the hook set. But on the Flexi-Jig, I like to run a lot of times a shad bait with the paddle tail, but today I went with just a straight tail, a fork tail, which gives me a little more of a finesse presentation, less aggressive, and that's what I'm looking for today, is more of a less aggressive finesse approach for these walleye. So the water is extremely murky, so again, slow down the presentation. And actually I want to talk a little bit about rods as well for walleye, but let's see if we can hook into one first. So glad you could join me. Stay tuned, folks. There we go, folks. Looks like the fork tail has struck, and I'm working some flexi magic with hopefully some walleye gold. Oh, the first hook set's always the nicest. The anticipation. Oh, I love that first hook set. Now, if we didn't have that cold front come through and all that, those storms and whatnot, and if I thought these fish were more aggressive, I would have put a paddle tail kind of shad on there because it gives off a little more vibration. But not today. Today I want more finesse. Oh, that's a nice golden walleye right there, folks. That is a nice golden walleye. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Very, very nice. That's a nice start. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful start to my day right there. Okay? And see the color of this walleye, how it's kind of whitewashed? It's because this water is really, really murky. Like really murky. Okay. All right. That's going to be lunch, I think, today. I'll put him in the box. We're going right back out, and then let's talk a bit about rods. Okay, so that was a great start. Now before I make my cast, I just want to show you this particular rod has a fast tip, and that's what you want when you're jigging or using live bait. And what it means is, if you look at when I put some pressure on the rod, see where it's bending there? It just bends basically from here to the tip. So I'll show you again. That's it. Now if it had a slow tip, it would bend from here. You'd have a bigger, longer tip. But with a fast tip, what that means is you have more of a direct and a quicker hook set, and that's what you want. You don't want a lot of give when you're working bait or jigs. So the first thing I would recommend is look for a rod with a fast tip. And then as far as I like medium, all you need is a medium action rod for walleye. Light action is a little tougher to set the hook because they have a bony mouth, but a medium action, you get some nice backbone, and it's a good choice when it comes to walleye. The next thing I like to do is I like to look for one-piece rods. If you can get away with it, one piece is much stronger and a lot more sensitive than two-piece rods are, and you'll find that you'll have a lot better performance with a one-piece rod. And then as far as length of rod for walleye, myself personally, 6 to 7 feet. Now a 6-foot rod, I like to use those 6-foot medium action rods when I'm fishing, let's say cottage country or smaller bodies of water. You've got a lot more control, and you got enough of a rod length that you can fight the fish nicely, and you can still work the lure really nice. But in the bigger water like Lake Erie or bigger lakes, I don't mind going with a 7-foot rod, a little bit longer. But I definitely don't personally like to use like an 8-foot rod while jigging. I find you have less control, and I just like to use those, let's say, shorter fishing rods. But a 6-foot rod, small body of water, 7-foot rod, larger body of water, one-piece medium action, can't go wrong. Okay, great start. Let's see if I can finesse myself another bite. I think I got another golden walleye hook set, folks. Beautiful. The other thing I wanted to mention about rods, graphite rods, very sensitive. There's different strains of graphite, high strain of graphite, but graphite rods, very sensitive, very strong. Or even a graphite composite rod is also very good. Okay, this feels like a nice fish. Now this front looks like it hasn't really left us because it's raining on us today right now, and hopefully the lens is staying dry and spot free. But you know what? As long as the fish are biting, the rain doesn't bother me. Oh, that's a nice walleye. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. Strong too. He's got that flexi right up the snout. Flexi jig right up the snout. That means he is not going anywhere. Not with a hook set like that. Wow, did he ever hammer it? Wow, that's a nice chunky fish right there. Isn't that a nice walleye? Look at the hook set. Right up the snout. The hook is right up the snout. That's what I mean about the Flexi-Jig hook sets right there. Okay, I need a quick photo of this guy. Off the hook he came. We had a nice photo op for our Facebook and Instagram friends. There is a nice walleye right there. Look at that. That's a beautiful, beautiful Niagara River walleye right there. You know what? We're gonna let this one go. Okay, see you later, Mr. Walleye. Okay, time to get that flexi jig back out there again, but that's the key, folks. When it comes to jigging, just jig to the conditions. You got cold front conditions, you got to slow up the jigging. Cold front goes away, second day after the cold front, you can start rip jigging, and those aggressive will be really, really aggressive. But you know what? They're aggressive enough for me today. I'm having myself a ball. This one feels like a nice little leader, folks. The rain is still coming down, but that's all right. Nice, subtle day after the cold front bite. Nice. I am loving it. Hopefully it's a nice little keeper size. We like to keep one for the cameraman too. But first we got to land them. You know, a lot of walleyes are lost right at the boat. They give those head shakes, but that's where the flexi jig comes in. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful walleye. Yes, that's a nice eater, folks. That one is going to the cameraman. That'll be his lunch. And again, the hook set. The hook set, folks. Look at, he's not going anywhere, that walleye. Not going anywhere. He can thrash around all he wants, but he is not going anywhere. That's what I call a perfect hook set and a perfect walleye. All right, we're gonna get, this one's gonna go in the box for the cameraman. That's a nice, chunky, good eater size walleye right there. Okay, put her in the back live well, which is not full of water yet. We'll put some water in there, get that live well going. But you know what, folks, jigging for walleye. I can't tell you how much fun it is. It is so much fun, and all you got to do is just adapt to the condition. That's all. Cold fronts, slow down. If you had some stable weather, give some good aggressive jigging. Either way, you can't go wrong. It's just so much fun. I'm going to keep jigging away here. Hopefully this little bit of rain is going to let up, but if not, check my drag. That's quite all right because I'm having a great day out here, folks. And wherever you are, I hope you're having yourself a great day too. Thanks for tuning in and joining me on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing. And stay dry if you can. That's okay. I'm loving it. Loving it.